My boss hates when I do that. You know, my boss hates when I shorten his name to Dick, especially because his name's Steve.
You're so stupid. They're both one syllable, you turd. And we're back. Woo! Welcome back to this episode of So Much JENergy. Woo! All right. I'm here with my co-hostess, Ding Dong, Jef Jones.
Jen, thanks for having me. Thought you were going to introduce me as like Ballsack McGee or something. I don't know what you're ever going to say.
Testicle Hale.
That's like a bad cartoon.
What the hell, Testicle?
Oh, thanks for having me back, Jen.
Yeah, good to be back.
Yep.
All right.
Hope people enjoyed Sports Talk Sports last week.
Yes, Sports Talk Sports. If you have any questions or any sports you'd like to recommend, or
you know what I will say, Jen, is
Yeah.
I think I'd like to do more episodes of Sports Talk Sports. So if people want to hear more episodes of Sports Talk Sports, please send the questions or comments to fieldofjenergy@gmail.com. Subject
Yeah.
line, Sports Talk Sports.
I just thought of another one too, like disc golf.
Yep. Disc golf is that's a good
Yep.
one.
They had a tournament here. Actually, so we live down the road from a park, and I saw that there was a world tournament here.
Yep. My wife signed up for a disc golf tournament in, I think, 2 weeks. I think it's 2
Okay.
weeks from now.
All right.
Hmm.
I feel like my arms are very crooked. I don't know that I can throw a frisbee how it should be thrown.
Yeah, but you can throwing a disc in disc golf, because I've played disc golf for probably 15 years now.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. I haven't played so much in the past 5 years. First 10 years, every day, as often as I could. But the past 5 years, only a handful of times. But
Gotcha.
it's a lot different than just throwing the frisbee out in the front yard.
Oh, okay.
They're different shape.
It's
different,
less lip, right? Like I wish you would give me, oh!
Beep, beep, beep. No, Jen. There's just much trash talking in disc golf as in the front yard.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you mean, lip?
Oh, pop, pop, pop. How about jarts? We need to
Jarts is a good one. Jarts is, yeah.
But I'm talking old school, like when it had the metal tip, not that lame.
Yeah,
Remember-
what else would a
remember they
jart
changed
be?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
remember-
the dull weighted ends with like filled with little balls of cement, which
Yeah.
still hurt when you got hit with them.
Yeah, but they changed it to that rounded end.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh man, I just
And they
like
just
have
sit
that
there and
one.
they wobble in the yard and they flip
Yeah, when
around.
they hit the
That's what was
ground-
good about jarts is when jarts hit the ground, they just jink, done. That's it.
Stuck.
That's it.
Same
Those
thing when
things
it
there
hit Dad in the
bounce.
chest.
Yeah. But at least with the jart, we knew to take him to the hospital. If you get hit in the head or hit in the chest with a weighted one, no one's gonna really care or believe that.
Yeah, it looks like you just got like punched with a tennis
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah. It's like, no, you were hitting the golf ball and it bounced back and hit you.
Look like you have a third nipple. I mean,
Yep.
for some people, that's just Tuesday.
Yeah. Here's a question for you, Jen. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
I heard today, and this guy at work told me this,
Okay.
is that on Instagram, I'm not on Instagram, and for some reason his phone was locking up Apple, so it wouldn't play.
Okay.
But he said on Instagram that KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC only follows 6 guys named Herb and 5 members of the Spice Girls. And that they're only interested in 11 herbs and spices. And I just need to know, is that true or not?
Oh, am I supposed to look it up right now?
No, I'm just saying you could
Oh.
just get back with me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
let me know. At some point, look it up, see if that's all the people KFC really follows.
Oh,
Are they only interested in 11 herbs and spices?
I don't know. But who do they want? Who do they really, really want? If they want to be your chicken, gotta get with your friends.
A zigga zigga, Jen. A zigga zigga.
Oh my god.
No,
that's stupid information that he even has that.
Yep. Same guy. Have you ever heard, same guy at work brought this up. You ever heard of mask fishing?
MASK?
Yeah, mask fishing.
No.
It's like catfishing, but people imply in the pictures that they are better looking than they are by wearing their masks, and they only show the photos of themselves with the
Oh,
COVID masks
no.
on. It's called mask fishing. Guy at work got sucked into that. He's been talking to this girl, and she was only sending him pictures where she's out like in public and doing stuff with her mask on. Yep. And then he met up with her this past weekend, and she was not as good looking as with her mask on. Mask
Oh,
fishing. He said he
mask
looked it up,
fishing.
and it's called mask fishing. Because he's like, you ever heard of mask fishing? He went on this whole rant about how he's been talking to this girl for like 3 weeks, and she was only sending pictures with the mask on. He's like, and I didn't even think about it. Like, how'd you not even think about that or question that? Like, is she taking a picture of her in her living room with her
Yeah,
mask on?
Right. That's
You
weird.
know, he's like, well, most of them are out in public and this and that. And then he met up with her, and they went and had dinner, and
He's
totally,
out.
yep, it was a totally different situation than what he was
What
prepared
happened?
for.
Was she missing like 4 teeth or?
I don't know.
Like,
He didn't get into specifics. He just was
Oh.
like real bent on the whole fact that like he didn't see it coming. It's like, well, I
when you
know.
need the whole picture, you just got a half picture.
Right, right. I hear you there. But besides that, we did have the band get together this weekend.
Okay.
Yep, Chucky, Brandon, Griff, Em, and myself. We
How'd
got
it go?
together. Good. I think it went good. Em's only been drumming for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and he's the drummer in our band.
Did he
And
freaking nail it?
Yeah, he did very well. I'd say on a scale of like 1 to 10, as far as like he could do, I'd say he did about a 7, 8, solid 8.
Oh
as
my
far
God.
for
After
his
2
skills.
weeks?
As far as his skills. Now I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying compared to like, you know,
Right.
real drummers, but
Yeah.
he is definitely putting in some work. And it was funny because his arms, he went from drumming for like, we played the song probably 10 times,
Yeah.
maybe probably even more, I'm sure more, but he went from playing it in the first handful of times to then like when we were playing, his little wrists were tightened up. And so he was like playing by just moving his arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good times. Same here. I ended up playing rhythm guitar, and I haven't played electric guitar, but played a lot of acoustic in the hand past 3-4 years, but not
Yeah.
like electric. First time I switched to electric guitar, I practiced a little bit last week with the kids. We worked on the song, and then we got together yesterday with the band.
Yeah.
Same thing. After playing it about 7-8 times, my forearms were tight, everything. So now I got to get back into the habit of playing. But I'd say we
You
did
need
pretty
some
well.
like little hand grips during the day?
Pretty much. Brandon, he killed it on vocals. Good for him. As far as like we wanted heavy metal, he gave us heavy metal.
Wow.
It worked good. Griff,
Does he grab the microphone? He got big hands.
yep, he does. No, we put it in a stand, and I didn't point out to him that he could take it off of the stand
Yeah.
because he was holding his lyrics in his hand the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So then Em went and got him a note, like a thing to hold music, like a
Oh, okay.
music stand.
Yeah.
Went and got him that for his paper, and then he still just stood at the mic.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
technically, we were all still figuring it out on guitar. Some of us were playing it different than others. So Chuck,
Okay.
Griff, and myself, Chuck on bass, Griff on guitar, me on rhythm, with the same way, same timing and everything.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of our time doing that. Brandon practiced vocals. I'm just practiced the drums. But nope, great. It was a good time.
That's
Glad we're
fun.
doing it. Yeah, we're gonna probably come up with at least like 3 songs, I'm guessing, before we even come up with a name.
Okay.
Probably 2 cover songs and an original, and then we'll come up with a name. You know what name I'm pulling for, Jen? It hit me today at work. Attack of the Ball Sacks. I think that's hilarious. I think we should be called Attack of the Ball Sacks, but I'm not going to pitch that to them until we get a handful of songs under our
Yeah,
belt.
but it should be like BALLSAX or something. So
Something.
it doesn't even like, yeah.
Like one word, probably BALSAX, just like one word, Attack of the Ball Sacks.
Right.
Make it look like it's
Or
a place.
be like ATAX, attacks of the ball sacks.
Attacks of the Ball Sacks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I'm pulling for that name so far. But the kids have talked about names, and I won't even let them come up with a name till we have 3 songs.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm looking around when I'm talking about this.
I know.
But they would be like, Dad, we're not even allowed to talk about a band name, and you're already calling us Ball Sacks.
Right. That's
Oh,
awesome.
they had me at work today. That was cracking me
Yeah.
up. But what about
Oh.
yourself?
Before I jump in there this week, can you give a shout out to fogdog.com?
Fogdog.com. Nope, Fogdog Store.
Oh, Fogdog Store.
Fogdogstore.com. FOGDAWG store.com. Indie shirts.
And Thisplanet.
Thisplanet.com. THISPLANIT.com.
I'll tell you this. I was loading the dishwasher today and I could hear you going, shout out! Like
Shout out.
my head, and I just started cracking up at the sink. Linus looking at me like, what the hell? Oh, funny stuff.
Too much.
So have you ever heard this? Like, you know how somebody will say something and they want you to say something back, so they're saying something in a funny way, like "come on, meow," right? Like that.
Yeah.
So Kyle had been so Kyle's brother, so Madeline's boyfriend Kyle has a brother, and
Right.
the girlfriend, she's a little slower in the thought process. Okay. She doesn't like get jokes very good, I guess. And so, all day Kyle had been saying like, oh man, I wonder, like every time they eat dinner, he would put stuff on it and he's like, oh man, this seasoning tastes like wrong dog. Wrong dog.
What's
Like-
wrong, dog?
Yeah. She would never say it. So he said it like 15 times during the day. And he's like,
Probably to her, because wrong dog is probably something that actually exists.
yeah.
Like,
So
oh
the-
man, I don't even like wrong dog.
Which is so funny because we were laughing about that the other day. But when you try to say wrong dog, it just keeps coming out wrong dong. You know what I mean? What is wrong dong? Stupid. Oh my God. Yeah, good times. I'm trying to think what happened this weekend. Nothing too crazy. No, nothing too crazy. A lot of people mad last week at work. Did you experience a lot of angry people last week?
Nope, not last week. We've had a couple people off, and then this week a
Okay.
lot of people are off work this week. I don't know if their kids are on
Oh,
spring break or
Hunting?
what.
Is it open season for
I don't think there's
something?
any kind of hunting right now.
No?
Maybe like quail or fowl.
Oh. I
You
don't
know that if your phone autocorrects the word fuck with duck, you're still using foul language.
Stupid. So really, if it's like you quit pull on the chicken, it's poultry. It's poultry.
Poultry.
Just made it up. It's so stupid.
Oh me.
Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. All right,
Good
Jeffy,
times.
do you want to take
What?
a commercial break?
Jen, we can take commercial break.
Take a commercial break. All right.
Commercial break. Psh.
This part always cracks me up because on the unedited videos, like people watch on YouTube, like they don't know, they don't get the commercial, and then we just oh,
Probably play a chunky butter commercial.
Yeah.
Did you play chunky butter before? I
Yeah, we
have them
did it.
all.
we did
Have
it
we
before. It's
play-
been a while.
That hasn't been like in the past like 6-7 shows.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh no, and
Oh,
Tanya
you know,
had
we could throw
shout out.
hellpit hot sauce in all of this.
Oh,
Throw
yeah,
one
yeah.
before the episode. We'll throw a hellpit. I have 3 of them.
okay.
We'll play the second one in this episode, and then so when we come back, we're coming back from hellpit deodorant.
Okay. Tanya has a message too. She did not get any of the spray that she's been looking for just yet, but she had a different message for this week. Okay, so when we come back,
So are we doing it when we come back, or are we
Yeah.
doing? You want to throw it in the shout outs?
oh no, we can do it when we come back. She's
All right.
different because she's a sponsor.
All right. I was gonna yell right there, but my hand's on my tea over here.
Oh, you can yell if you want.
I meant right there.
Oh, I mean, just do it. Like, oh, okay. And we're back.
Hellpit.
Hellpit, hot sauce.
Hell yeah.
You cannot help it.
Hell yeah. Hellpit. Hellpit hot sauce. Nice.
Oh, good Good times. All right, Jeffy, before we get into this next part of the
All right.
podcast here,
I
got
feel
a
like you're
little
getting serious.
do you want to give Tanya a shout out?
Tanya, call me.
1-800-MIX-A-LOT. Call Jeffy.
Tanya, sup, girl?
So dumb. Okay.
Just hollering at her.
Yeah, Tanya. So Tanya is still looking for some spray that is CBD, third-party tested
Yes.
for autism.
Yes.
Yes. So she is still looking for that. So if anyone has any leads on that, please let us know. Go ahead.
If people have two-party tested, I will be the third party to test it.
Yes.
Will that stand in Tanya's eyes?
Yeah.
What if I
pretty
buy
sure.
some and I test it 3 times?
Oh, well, maybe.
And
And
I
then
just give her
talk in
whatever.
third person.
And I just give her whatever's left in the bottle after that.
Yeah.
A little bit of shake in the bottle. My hair's all wet down. I got a nice sheen to me and everything. Jeez, what's this guy using it on?
Like
Everything.
on your beard.
Yeah, I got a
Ooh.
nice sheen in my beard.
Yeah.
I
What
just
is
got a
that?
glow to me.
Yeah.
Just a glow.
Oh, that's CBD glow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it highlights the gray in my goatee.
Oh. Yeah. CBD. Yeah.
CBD's nuts.
CBD's nuts.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I was gonna say.
I didn't think it'd be appropriate. We're
It's
talking
probably
about Tanya, Jen.
Oh, okay. I'm
Keep
sorry.
it together.
Welcome back, Tanya.
Sorry.
Sorry, Tanya. Okay, so Tanya has a message for everybody. She said, especially after, because it's been like we were just talking about, like some negativity going around here. She
What'd
said,
she say,
I would just
save
like,
Ukraine.
no, she said, I would just like you to please tell everyone I am praying for everyone that is feeling sad, depressed, empty, discouraged, or angry. I'm praying we all shake this mess to the ground and stomp all over it and have a happy and positive and a new happy and positive person breaks right on through to the surface and good things open up to us all and we find the love and laughter we are all missing. That's her message.
Well put, Tanya.
Yes.
Well put.
Stomp it, girl. Rise up. Woo!
Nice.
Yes. So good
Nice.
times. So Jeffy, this week, so earlier today we had a conversation about food that kind of went off the rails.
Yeah. Here's another thing I was talking about food is, well, this isn't food related, but
Okay.
I was looking up to see because of the whole I'm supposed to be drinking more water thing, right?
Okay.
And so I'm like, I Googled what's healthier than water? Like what can you drink that is healthier than water?
Is there?
No, Jen. Water's about the healthiest stupid thing you can drink. But there are other healthy drinks besides water,
Okay.
such as green teas,
Okay.
mint tea.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking even at kind of what the difference there was. Green tea, I guess, kind of comes with like a natural fluoride, which strengthens the teeth and whatnot.
Okay.
Whereas a mint tea, it combats because it has mint. It's kind of like a menthol.
Yeah.
Almost. So it kind of does what, like, it fights off colds,
Okay.
things like that. And even if you drink hot tea in the summer, that it will still cool you down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hot mint tea. That's something to do with mint tea as well.
Yeah.
Then there's also black coffee. If you just drink straight black coffee.
Which you do not.
No, I do not, Jen. Mine's loaded up with crap. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've said this before, but I'm pretty sure the creamer I use is like one ingredient from just being a plastic solid object. But the benefits
You
of
put beaver butt juice in there, doesn't it?
no, Jen, it's extracted from the anal glands of beavers. I don't go and get it from there.
Yeah.
I get it from Tim. Wherever Tim gets it from, I don't even care. That's between him and the Hortons.
Hortons
Yep.
has a who? Who's
But-
getting the beaver butt?
This guy. But the benefits of black coffee was like dementia. They talk about milk, fat-free milk. I correct myself. Fat-free milk. I drink
Okay.
vitamin D. That's probably the worst kind, but it's the more milk kind. I don't know. There's soy milk, almond milk,
Yeah.
different kind of nut milks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of that crap. Even hot chocolate. is considered a healthy drink.
I love hot chocolate.
Let me see what it said here. Let me see if I can find it. It says
Yeah.
chocolate milk without sugar can be healthy when consumed in moderation. Cocoa increases the production of serotonin, which helps regulate mood and reduce the risk of depression. Cocoa is also rich in polyphenols, which are natural antioxidants. Hot chocolate can be prepared by adding a spoon of cocoa powder to fat-free dairy milk, soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, cat milk, goat milk. It don't say those, but
I was like, what? No. Fish milk.
You have other healthy things: orange juice, lemon juice. Adding lemon juice to water actually makes it healthy.
Do you know? So there's a guy that I've been following called Medical Medium.
Yep.
He's actually not even a doctor, and he is like, he gives advice to doctors when they can't figure out what's wrong with people.
Isn't that weird? And this guy's not a doctor.
Yeah, but I think he's
That's
a medium, right? So he gets his information from like somewhere else, and so he calls it living water. When you put lemon in your water, it's living water. That's what he calls it. He said you should put like one whole lemon in your water
Like in a glass of water, a whole lemon?
Yeah, I have a lemon a day, but I cut it up into 4 chunks throughout the day.
Tastes like some lame ass lemonade.
No, it's just water with lemon.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Can you ever do 50-50?
What?
50% lemon juice, 50% water.
No, that's too much.
Well, that's what it sounds like. Dude wants a whole lemon in a glass of water. Picture a lemon sitting in a glass of water. That's about a third to half of that glass.
Stupid. You don't put the whole, you squeeze it.
Well, I know you're not putting the lemon in there, but I mean, it's still about that much juice. I mean,
well,
the rinds.
I've been doing, which this led into our food conversation today. I've been doing celery juice every day.
Celery juice. That's like boiling some grass clippings, or I don't even know. Whatever you do, I don't even know how you extract juice out of celery.
You should see the celery pulp.
What color is it?
Green. It just turns into like green, like almost like when cotton gets wet. That's what the celery
So are
is.
you juicing the celery?
Stalk.
Or are you just grinding it up?
No, it's a juicer. So you put the whole bundle of celery in it, and then you get about 16 ounces of juice. And then I drink it.
That is ridiculous. That whole bundle of celery would probably last me 2 movies. The jar of peanut butter. I could probably eat a whole stalk of celery in 1.5 sittings to watch TV with a jar of peanut butter. It's always stuck in there.
I know.
Celery juice.
What do you call the little celery pieces that come off of it?
Aren't they called veins?
I don't know. I just call it celery hair.
Arteries?
Ooh, I don't know. Is it?
I think.
Isn't the bottom of it the heart?
Right. That's why I think those are actually like the arteries. I'm not just saying that. I think that's a real thing.
Oh, really? I don't know.
You ever eat celery? What's that called? Shit on a shingle? Crap on a toad?
Ants on a log. Ants on a log.
Yep.
It's celery, peanut butter, and put little raisins on there.
Raisins.
Or chocolate chips.
Nothing like, chocolate chips would be good almost. Oh, maybe with celery? What the hell? That's all. I don't even know if that's good. The horrible idea is raisins. Raisins, the only thing raisins should be on, cornflakes, Raisin Bran.
Oatmeal.
Exactly. Oatmeal, Raisin Bran. I don't know why it's got to work its way into other fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. No. Yep. What else were we talking? So when Peanut worked down here, there's a pizza place called Scratch, and they make everything from scratch, right? And they have so it's like a little fill in the sheet. You pick your toppings that you want.
Like when you're placing an order?
Yep. And then on there's one box that says Trust Pizza. And if you check that, you trust them to make whatever you want. Like, you just trust whatever they're going to make it. And there's boxes that you can mark, like, I don't like onion. I don't like this. We got a pizza one time that had mandarin oranges on it.
Yeah, exactly. With what?
Yeah.
Teriyaki chicken? Some
Yeah.
teriyaki oranges?
No, it was not teriyaki. It was
I didn't say it like
amazing. I'm not joking. You would
I
never
don't know.
ever put mandarin oranges on a pizza. That sounds
No.
disgusting. And it was phenomenal.
No, I'm probably not the person to
I don't
ask
think you
about.
would trust that pizza.
No,
but I'm
Jen,
just saying,
I would fill out everything. Although I do like almost any kind of meat on pizza now, like ground beef, sausage. Give me some sausage and pepperoni.
sausage.
I like almost any kind of meat. Although if I get sausage, I generally will only get it with pepperoni because if I've gotten it with like bacon and ground beef, but all you can taste is the sausage.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
if I get
very
sausage,
overpowering.
I just get pepperoni just for the sake I got something to stare at when I'm eating the pizza. It's the only reason I
Because
get
you're a meat
pepperoni.
lover. You're a lover of the meat testicle.
You fucking bullsack. Who told you to say that, Mom?
She doesn't even like me anymore.
Nah, I don't blame her. She told me
did.
why.
Oh,
She told me why.
what?
Hey,
Nuh-uh.
I'm not supposed to talk to you about it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. What happened?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I was like, what? She said something? No. Dumbass.
What's she gonna say? They don't tell us anything.
I know. What other food stuff were we talking about today?
I don't think you brought up your celery earlier. That was about all we really
There's a
talked
pickle
about.
salad. You like pickles?
No. Oh, you know what got us talking food earlier? No, pickle salad is the God bless it. Anyways, over the weekend, the youngest and I were making peanut butter and jellies. And I bought jelly in a squeezable
Oh yeah.
carton. Like you can just smear it, put it on. And so him and I started talking in the kitchen and I Googled it. I wanted to see like what other foods have been like taken from a container into a squeezable thing. And like, it's all condiments. It's mostly honestly condiments. Like ketchup used to come in a glass jar, then it come in a squeezable thing. Relish. Who's trying to squeeze relish?
Yeah.
Is a relish just a slight, like a mashed up pickle?
Yeah.
I figured so. Yeah, there really was no, like, I was expecting to see like, hot dog, like a squeezable hot dog.
Ew.
I know, right? But I
remember when Brian Regan was talking about how lazy can you be to like have the squeezable? He's like, why don't they just put croutons in it for the whole peanut butter and jelly all in one
Yeah, because they were
squeeze?
combining the peanut butter and the jelly. He's like, God, just add some croutons. Don't even need the bread. I just go right into my mouth.
What else would you make in a squeezable thing that you
If I could make something into a squeezable,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oatmeal, cereal. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know.
Do you like your
Let me
cereal
think.
soggy or like
Peanut butter? Like that would be cool if somehow they come up with a way. I know it's hard because peanut butter is like super sticky, gravity. You can, like jelly, at least gravity can take it over. Condiment stuff.
yeah.
Gravity, you shake the crap out of it'll take it over.
Yeah.
But like peanut butter, but what if it came in like a squeezable tube like a caulk gun? Like not you don't need the whole contraption, but like it would have to be something like that where it's getting suppressed from the bottom, like a push-up. Like one of those
then
orange
you could just
sherbet
like
push-ups.
cock it right on your celery stalk and it's a cock and stalk.
Or I like peanut butter on pretzels. I like peanut butter on toast, bagels. I like peanut butter on cock and stalk. You still cock on.
So stupid. Oh my God.
Too much.
Too much. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. Is there any vegetable or fruit that you would like to juice? Would you juice anything?
No, when I was doing P90X, I did P90X twice all the way through with a couple buddies. And I was drinking protein shakes at the time.
Yeah.
And then one of them was over once. And he was like, oh, I throw ice cream in mine. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So I put ice cream in it. And then like the next day we P90 because you had to P90 every day.
Yeah.
After workout the next day, I started putting like ice cream and a lot of milk. And then I got to putting in like caramel. And then I was throwing cereal in there with ice cream. I just was finding peanut butter. I was throwing so much stuff into these
That-
goofy what I was calling protein drinks, because I did add a lot of protein powder or creatine. And oh yeah, it got to where I could just almost drink 3 of those shakes a day, and I probably had like
2,000
amount.
calories.
I don't know. I wasn't putting on any weight, but I was working out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't see like any crazy results from the P90X because I really didn't. I couldn't follow their eating program because you have to have so many calories of this
Oh,
meal,
yeah.
and so much of this, and it's like all 3 meals every day.
Yeah.
And when I'm a picky ass eater, there's a very minimal of all that. Am I even eating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. Juicing.
I don't know.
Juice it.
Fruits, if I juiced, it would have to be some kind of fruit. I don't see
Yeah.
myself juicing any kind of vegetable. Although
fresh
I do-
pineapple, real good.
Yeah, like that would be good. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I eat almost any kind of fruit. Oranges, apple. I mean, I like fruit a lot. I
Yeah.
don't generally eat it. I buy it every time I go grocery shopping. The wife buys it every time she goes grocery shopping, but generally the kids eat that
Yeah.
within like a day or two.
Gotcha.
Like that doesn't last long in this house.
Yeah.
And then after the fruit, it's when they start getting the cereal.
Hmm.
Talk about locking something up.
Times are tough.
Ugh.
Oh, that's what I was asking. Do you like your cereal crunchy or soggy?
Depends. Like if I'm eating Raisin Bran, it can get soggy.
Yeah.
But if I'm eating like Fruity Pebbles, I like it crunchy. A
Do
lot of
you?
cereal. Yep. Like Trix, cereal like that, Kicks, Trix, anything like that. Golden Grams. I like that crunchy as I can get it. Life.
Okay.
I would say I like Life Crunchy. I try to eat that like fast and get another bowl real quick. Plus, if I eat the second bowl fast enough, it just looks like I only had one bowl to the other members of the family. I do try to go for refills when no one else is around.
Right.
I try, or I'll pour a bowl of cereal, stand in the kitchen, eat one bowl,
And
then fill it
pour
up
another
again, hit it with the milk, and then walk into the living room like, yeah.
Hey, what's up?
And you should see my cereal bowl too. It's like the size of like probably 2 or 3 regular bowls.
Oh my god.
And I just come to find out this weekend when I was doing dishes because he upgraded. He has a perfect cereal bowl and I do.
Uh-huh.
And he upgraded his this past weekend to a bigger bowl. He's like, this is now the perfect size bowl, Dad. Your bowl sucks. And the other bowl I had is no good. He just likes to say my bowl sucks. I use this old 1970s green Tupperware bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
that
yeah.
green,
Does it
like
got
pea green?
does
Yep,
it
the
have the
little
little
handles.
handles on the side?
Yep. And I have battled over the years for nobody to like heat up SpaghettiOs in it because I don't want that. Remember how Dad's always gets that gross like melted plastic
Stain.
ring?
Yeah.
I don't want that, or the stain. I don't want that in my cereal bowl. I love
Yeah.
this bowl. And I fought tooth and nail to keep certain people from heating things up in it.
Yeah.
Like I'll go in the kitchen, grab a different bowl, dump it in there, rinse that one out, and set it aside to be washed. It will not go in the microwave.
Yeah.
But M found a perfect bowl this weekend, upgraded his, had carry on and salt in mine.
Whoa.
Yeah, that bowl, but it's hard to stand in the kitchen and finish a whole bowl of that and then walk in the living room like,
Hey, what's up?
especially because I switched to bigger spoons. I started using the bigger spoons that like generally just get used after the regular size spoons are gone or dirty. I started
like
using
too
one
big
of those.
for your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. And they can hear it clanging around in there.
Yeah.
But I can get like two or three spoonfuls on it. It's ridiculous. I have a whole, I'm not even sure why I'm still talking about my cereal process on here.
Not a problem.
I know, I love cereal.
You're a serial killer. You
Cereal.
kill that box.
Yeah.
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 Ooh.
So
Good times.
good times, Jen.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey, what you got this week? You got some pep in the step?
Jen, you know I do.
Always.
Always. This week, I think putting pep in my step is about a week and a half ago. Griff and I stopped off. I had to go to a doctor's appointment. I had him drive me for no reason. I had to go get an ultrasound. This was because of the hernia.
Okay.
But
Or hymnia?
my hymnia. But
Yeah.
thank God when I went there to have it done, though, the lady doing the ultrasound, smoking hot. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be that. I was hoping it was a dude. Up to this point, I've only had dudes like, fiddling my bits.
Yeah. Your
And then
giblies.
I had to go there and my bits were fiddled by not a 60-year-old dude.
Dang.
It was weird. Yeah, it made it weird. I was just thinking too, like the whole time they're like, I hope it's an older lady or just like
Right.
train wreck of a human. And then all of a sudden she comes out and she's like, oh, Mr. Jones, like, what are you, like 22? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Is this what you want to do with your life? I didn't want to ask her that because I figured she also ultrasounds pregnant women babies. I'm sure it's
Right.
not all ball sacks.
Yeah. Right.
But what was I talking? Oh, pep in the step. That's not what put the pep in my step. But the oldest one and I, after that, he was like, oh, could we go by Ray's Retro, which is a resale shop up in Metamora, right offside of M24, a little store.
Yeah.
And him and I were talking about the difference between resale shops and Salvation Army or Goodwill.
Okay.
And like the resale shop, he considers like, because we go to a lot of vinyl stores, record stores.
Yeah.
It's like a record store, but combined with the Salvation Army. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
So you can go in there and it's all sometimes like, or we go to antique stores a lot where sometimes things are on consignment.
Right.
But I'd say putting pep in my step, I found this really good book at a resale shop that Griff and I went to. And him and I have gone to that store. We've probably a dozen times. I've never really looked at the books, but we were in there milling about.
Okay.
And him and I were deciding if we wanted to get this electric guitar or not. I didn't want to just leave it there for the price they were selling it for, but it was like, why are they selling it so cheap? Does it work? It only had 4 strings. They had no way to even test it. I didn't even ask because there was no guitar amp, cord, nothing.
Yeah.
Electric guitar. But him and I were deciding on that, what we wanted to do with that. Technically, I wanted to buy it for myself, strip it down, paint it, and just have it for my guitar for the band.
Yeah.
But Griff was trying to come up with a way to like come up with enough money for it for him to have it.
Yeah.
I go, buddy, you got 3 guitars already. You don't need a 4th.
Right.
So I was looking at the books, found 2 books. One I started reading this past weekend. I'm psyched about.
Okay.
What's crazy is it's a book that I'm not even sure if I've read before.
Yeah.
But it didn't sound familiar. But now that I'm reading it, I almost believe that I've listened to the audio book years ago.
Okay.
And I was telling the kid about that. And he's like, why would you read a book that you think you, and this was like over the week. I'm like, oh, I started that book from the resale shop. And I go, I'm pretty sure I've listened to the audio book of that. And he's like, oh, that sucks. I go, no, it's all right. And he's like, why are you going to read a book that you've already heard the audio book of? I go, because I listen to a lot of stories and read a lot of books. I go, there's no way I know the ending to this. And I started telling him there's a book I love. It's a John Grisham novel called The King of Torts. I've read that book 3 times. Okay.
Okay.
Probably over 10 years. I've probably read it 3 times. And at no point, even right now, can I tell you the ending of that book. But I love the story. I know the story, but I can never remember. And I've read it. I'll read it right now again. And still the whole time, be just like, on the edge of my seat as I am the first time I read it. Because I'll be honest, Jen, okay? I partake in recreational drugs. And a lot of times, Jen.
No.
Yeah, I know. Okay, there it is. I said it. I'm not ashamed of this, Jen.
Yeah.
Anyway. Allegedly. So I don't remember a lot of what I read anyways. So a lot of times I read these books again. Like I've read UFOs, JFK, and Elvis by Richard Belzer.
Yeah.
Nothing short of 5 times. And all
it's
5
all
times,
new every time?
I feel like I'm just learning all this information for the first time. And I even know going into the book, I know the feelings and emotions I get when I think of the book and how much I like the book. But I couldn't tell you specifics about, but I've read that book at least 5 times. It's that good.
Yeah. God dang it.
It's not a testimonial for that book because I couldn't tell you about it right now. And I've read it 5 times.
Yeah.
But
don't quiz Jeffy.
I am like that with John Grisham novels. I'm like that with James Patterson novels. Like there are books that like, oh yeah, I love the suspense and the climax of it, even though like, and that's the feeling I get when I look at a lot of these books, like, oh my God, that book is great. And then I'll start reading and I'm like, I've never heard or seen any of this, but I know I've read this book before. This is insane. That's
I think too, like when you're in a different space too, not like physical space. I mean, like just when you're a different time in life, like things hit you different. You catch different things, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So technically I have, for putting pep in my step, books at the resale shop.
You've already heard and don't know the ending.
No, but I just encourage people to go to resale shops, go to antique stores. I love walking around antique stores.
Yeah.
like there's an antique store in West Virginia where we go to the Mothman Museum.
Yeah.
I love walking around that one. That one's like 3 levels, and the whole store is like broken up into like these little 10 by 10 sections you can kind of see.
Okay.
It's all stuff on consignment.
Yep.
Griff's tried to get me to drive down there because he wants to make some vintage t-shirts.
Yeah.
For Mothman or Bigfoot or whatever.
Right.
And he wants to sell them specifically in that antique store because he likes that store. He gets the same feeling. We buy stuff from there every time we go there.
Yeah.
If I walk around for an hour, I'll spend $100.
Yep.
And but he wants to go down there and he wants me to agree to like, well, what if we go down there every 3 months and he just can check his product, drop more stuff off?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's pretty far to go every 3 months.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what about every 6 months? If we already go once a year and we just add a trip in between there.
Right.
I go, if we do that, we should do like 3. If you're going to put stuff in there as a store, like 3-4 times a year. But he wants to take like 50 shirts, 50 hats,
right,
like a whole bunch of stuff of his and put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see. So
Dang.
Resale shops, visit your local resale shop.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yep.
Pepper, my step this week is I am doing my first wedding on Tuesday.
Oh, like what do you mean a wedding? Oh, officiating?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
I always thought you were going to do stand up at it. Like who in their right mind would hire you to do stand up at a wedding? No, I got you to officiate. So you are technically, you'll be standing up there at the wedding.
I'll be doing stand up, but not comedy.
You should try to work some of your jokes into their.
No, I already gave them the script.
Oh.
Yeah. But the funny part is, so this is their second marriage, each one, right? And so in the vows, which I didn't even pay attention to, I never would have even thought anything about it. But so Jen is her ex-husband's name is Will, and so like all the new vows say love, cherish, honor, blah blah, and then the bride and groom say I will instead of I do, and she's like, I am not, so over my dead body will I be saying I will. She's like, I am not saying his name in those vows. I was like, oh,
is she gonna say I do? I mean, what is she? She is. Do you think that stems from her just having like this fantasy of a wedding in her mind, and like in her mind she has to
her ex-husband's name is Will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got you. I couldn't figure out why she wasn't going to use his name in the vows. Like my wife and I, when we got married, we wrote our own vows. Yeah. And we didn't put any, like, we both, like, we're conscious to not include, like, will obey and serve or any of that, obviously. Right. Plus, we had a female, our cousin Alicia, officiating our wedding. Yeah. You know what I mean? And our wedding, we made sure we didn't want it in a church because neither of us were raised religious. Yeah. She was raised Catholic. Her whole family still is. Yeah. But she left all that when she turned 18. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we did a lot of things outside the norm. We had a petting zoo like 50 feet behind us. Yeah. Well, they're getting married outside on a Tuesday, so I'm excited. Oh, nice. Yeah. Just like do what you want. You know what I mean? Yeah. Taco Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, literally. I don't know what we're doing for the reception. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. So yeah, just working on the vowels, making sure I'm saying the right things and the right names and when. Nice. Good deal. Yeah. So nice. Oh, yeah. I forgot to add in there on mine about the guitar. We ended up buying the guitar and I traded it to Griff for one of his guitars and 2 t-shirts. Sweet. Yep. But I told him the t-shirts would have to be designs that I want him to make, and we're going to give them away for prizes on the Zoom game nights. Nice. Yes, which we will have another one coming up again soon. Yep. So I'm going to try to come up with either, I think, a different Jef and Iran shirt or some form of a t-shirt from Fogdog. Fogdogstore.com. Use the code JENergy. I feel like we should just have like a traveling game show. You know what I mean? Just like pop up in the middle of like at random flea markets. I'd be like, is this a powder donut? What if that was a booth that we set up at a flea market where people, you just came and you just participated in a game show? That's it. Yep. You can do this game show we have for $7.50.
Yeah.
We also have this game show over here for $11. Or today we can give you the $20 game show. It's on sale for $15.
Yeah. And we'll do it live on Facebook. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. It's game time.
We did go to the flea market last weekend, and they know those little homemade donuts.
Yep.
Oh man, so good. Worth it.
You know
Probably
what I
have
associate with the flea market?
diabetes.
Roasted almonds.
Yes.
Even now, if I smell roasted almonds, it reminds me of going to the flea market with Dad, because as soon as we walk in, Dad would give me $1, and I'd go over all the way back in the very back sketchy, shady corner of the flea market and get the $1 pack roasted almonds. $1.
$1.
Now they're $4.
Doesn't like any much. Doesn't like food, but will buy a bag of nuts.
I'd buy those nuts for $1.
All right, Jeffy. Well, I'll see you again next week.
All right, Jen. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Spay and neuter your pets. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars.
Someone can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone.
Oh, what's his name on the Rich and Famous? Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? What did he say at the end? Caviar dreams and champagne.
What's his name?
Robin
Leach. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
All right. See ya.
All right.